And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Blue strike. 6. Mega.
Here's Lance. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here we go.
Lance going to sneak it.
I liked it. Just let the snap go forward and pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
Check pink.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They give it to Williams, running right. Fights fights him off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Javonte Williams, 36 yards. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think you're earning himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Red, yellow.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
43 rounds.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw now on 1st down. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, L.A. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now Lance wants to change him up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Claude Ray. Fight. White.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Lance on the option right. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
97 black shot.
Now a play fake. Lance. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now Lance throwing on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Oh, what a move. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Lance now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. The Lance going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? this team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
60 by 6. Check.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw here. This one swung out to Williams. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, some strong running. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
On play action, Lance. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Red, cycle. Jet.
Throwing now is Lance. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. McCaffrey, they'll try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 54 yards. And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting hit. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Line. Ready.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Down.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. To throw, it's Lance. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Deron Payne. Able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ready?
Harris will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Lance going to try to throw for this. Escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Look at the big fella go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Black shot.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Let's go. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Here's Lance. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Moody good with the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third and 9 here.
Looking to throw. It got his man complete. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 68 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The Rams are on to next week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.